Hi, it's Claire from Cluzie today. Thank you so much for joining into my frequency. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about some men's health this month, being Movember. So I have had a few male clients come through, but the one in particular I want to talk about today had a issue with blood pressure. So I just want to talk about how we differ and how we help people with their blood pressure issues as compared to, say, popping a pill. So this gentleman, when I sat down and I heard his story, for 18 months he has had extraordinary stress. He runs a very successful business that is very much impacted by what Mother Nature will throw at him. So he had been wiped out by floods, he had some major damage from the storms up here in Queensland, he had lost a lot of livestock, there's a lot of things going on for him. So a lot of stress. So he one day was out in the paddock and had a little bit of a turn. His wife took him into hospital and they found that his blood pressure was sitting around 240 on 140. Now, if you know blood pressure, normal blood pressure is between 100 and 140 on the top and 60 to 80 or thereabouts on the bottom. So this guy was more than double normal blood pressure. So he was running risks of having strokes, organ failure, death even. It was, pretty serious. So he, for 12 months, had been going from same doctor, cardiologist, kidney doctors, all trying to give him different medications to bring his blood pressure down. So he came along to my clinic, his blood pressure was sitting around 240 on 120. Normally, if I was working in a hospital and saw numbers like that, it'd be panic stations. But, he was okay. He wasn't having any sort of untoward symptoms, but he was worried about his blood pressure. So what do we do here at the clinic that's a little bit different? Well, we listen to the story. So we spend about an hour with the people when they first come in, and I listen to his story. I listen to the stress that he'd been under. I listened to all the different medications the doctors had tried. They tried, there's so many different classes of anti-blood pressure, antihypertensives they're called. There's about 6 or 7 different classes, if not more. And which one the doctors choose is, I guess, doctor preference. They don't really specify most of the time which one. They just say, we'll try this one. If it doesn't work, we'll try this one. And of course, as you know, all of these medications come with massive side effects. So what did we do? We listened to his story and I thought to myself, well, okay, what are parts of his body that are going to be impacted by stress? Adrenal glands, the little tiny weeny adrenal glands that sit on top of his kidneys. They'll be working overtime. Therefore, his kidneys will be affected. His heart is definitely affected because of the pressure that's having to pump around. His liver will be affected because the liver takes 5 times the amount of blood through it every minute that your heart does. And his nervous system is going to be out of control. He's going to be in this constant fight and flight. So I knew we had to look at all of those systems and how they work together. So what did I do? I basically helped him with his emotions and his stress. I helped support his adrenal glands. I helped support his heart. I helped support his liver. He made a couple of little lifestyle changes because, as you'd imagine, Australians they have a few drinks to help them with stress. So God bless him, he gave up alcohol as well. So then within 6 treatments, he sent me a text message. His blood pressure was 140 on 80 and has stayed that way. He's a lot calmer. Business is still very stressful for him, but he has gone from running a risk of having a stroke in the paddock at any given time and having multi-organ failure from the amount of pressure within his blood vessels and what stress will do to a person, to calm, normal blood pressure, and his doctors are like, whoa, how did you do that? So that's just one little way that we can help people. And just remember, stress is the #1 killer. It causes everything. So please, if you know someone, a bloke that's, hardworking and he's stressed and he's got some medical issues starting to show up, then put him in touch with us, because that's at Cluzie. We love to help people. We love to help people get back on track with no side effects and get them happy. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.